In this tutorial, we'll set up a WBS for the first time in Microsoft Project. As we start, we want to make sure our tasks are set to auto-scheduled here at the bottom. And now we can start adding our project elements to the Gantt chart view. Let's put our first one in. Approval of final drawings and all the options. And you can see this has made our row spread a little wide. You can resize that by dragging the divider if you want to. You can also just double click that divider and it will automatically spread out enough to fill. So I'm going to start adding some of our sub-deliverables here. And then another work package. And I'm not going to worry right now about the definition of the levels, okay, whether these are main deliverables or sub-deliverables. We'll do that after we get all the tasks added to the table. Okay, now I'm going to speed all this up because there's nothing exciting for you to see here. Also, from here on, I'm going to refer to the deliverables and the sub-deliverables as tasks and subtasks. All right, now you've got all your tasks in the table. We'll start to work on the outline of the table and make it look like an actual WBS. So let's click up here on our first task. And underneath it, there are 3 subtasks that you can see. So we want to indent this first subtask, Architect Sign-Off. So click it and highlight it. And then go up to the Task tab, and then the Schedule group, and then click the Indent Task button. And you'll notice 2 things have happened. First, this subtask is moved over to the right underneath the main task. And second, the main task has become bolded. Okay, so summary tasks, your main deliverables, those will be in bold. And then subtasks will be those that make up the summary task underneath. Now let's make the other 2 subtasks fall under the main task. I'm just going to click on these and indent them. Now if you want to speed this up, you can just highlight the task you want to indent by clicking on them and dragging, and then clicking the indent button. Okay, so you can highlight as many tasks as you need to. You'll also notice that when you hover over the indent button, you get a tooltip that gives you the keyboard shortcut for the task or the command. So Alt-Shift-Left and Alt-Shift-Right, that will indent and outdent the tasks for you. So if you're doing a lot of tasks, it might be helpful to learn that little shortcut on the keyboard. Okay, so I'm going to go down here and indent some of these using the keyboard shortcut. Slide this over just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to speed this up again while I finish indenting the WBS. Okay, our WBS is done indenting. I'm not going to mess with the duration or the start and finish dates yet. We'll do that once we start to work on the schedule in a separate tutorial. Now let's say, for instance, you need to add a task to the WBS. I'm going to right-click and delete this plumbing task so I can demonstrate how to add it back in. We'll just go up to the Task tab and then to the Insert subgroup and then click the Task button. Okay, now you see a new task has been added. I'll just go in there and name it Plumbing. And you'll notice I added it as a subtask of framing. So I'm going to outdent this just to be in the right hierarchy. Now let me show you another way to add a task. Let me delete this plumbing again. You can simply right-click and choose Insert Task. And that's a quicker way to add another task just like that. Okay, the last thing you want to do once your WBS is complete is add the WBS code identifier column. Now, the WBS code, it lets you easily identify a task to your project team or other stakeholders that might be looking at your WBS, so it's good to have this column for quick reference. There's two ways to add it. You can go up here first and add it by right-clicking and choosing Insert Column, and then scroll down in this big list until you find WBS near the bottom. And just click on WBS. And now you see the WBS codes have been generated, and they're built according to the hierarchy you've defined in your WBS table, how you've indented and outdented the tasks. Now the second way you can add the column is use an existing column. So we've got this task mode column here. You could just right click on it and go down to Field Settings. And then a dialog box appears. In the field name, just drop that list down and find WBS. Click WBS and then click OK. So you can do it one of two ways. You can insert a new column or just change the field name of an existing column. Now I'm going to right click on this one and hide this column because we don't need two of these showing. All right, now you've probably noticed these little triangles next to your tasks. You can simply click on those to hide the subtask details below. You'll see they become little straight gray arrows. Then you can just click on them again if you want to show the details. Now, the last thing I want to show you is how to add a summary task to the top of your WBS. Okay, go to the File tab and then come down to the bottom here to Options. Then go to the Advanced tab on the side here. And then you want to scroll down to the display options for this project. And then check the Show Project Summary task. And then click OK. Now you'll see at the top of the WBS, you've got a Suburban Park Home Summary task. And once you start scheduling start and finish dates for your different tasks, these summary values here beside it will start to change. All right, you've got a WBS that's ready to work.